Hi, I'm Sydney with InTouch, and you're watching InTouch with Teen Mom. Now, before we get started, be sure to give this video a like and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for all the latest on your favorite Teen Mom stars. To kick things off, we're going to start with our daddy drama segment. Teen Mom young and pregnant star Kayla J continues to struggle with co-parenting with her ex Makel, particularly since he started dating another woman. Therapy was really helpful. It made me realize that I need to focus on myself if Makel and I are ever going to be able to work things out. Being a full-time single mom is a lot, and I could really use a break. So I'm planning a small trip for a few days. I'm really hoping and praying that Makel doesn't mess this up, Kayla J said on MTV's Young and Pregnant. Unfortunately, Kayla's hopes did not come true when Makel failed to come through on his babysitting promise to watch Mecca, while Kayla J enjoyed a weekend away with friends. Makel had promised he would come to her house to watch Mecca instead of bringing Mecca to Philly, and instead changed his mind last minute, asking Kayla J to bring their daughter Mecca to his home in Philadelphia, which he shares with his new girlfriend, so that clearly wasn't happening. Makel doesn't seem to think that Kayla J will ever see eye to eye with him, or understand his perspective. We'll have to keep you posted on how their co-parenting saga unravels. Hopefully for Mecca's sake, Kayla J and Makel can find common ground. Moving on to some Teen Mom OG news. On this week's episode of Teen Mom OG, Macy Bookout McKinney attempts to explain her PTSD to her son Bentley and seems to do so quite successfully. The MTV reality star sat down with her son Bentley and truly opened up about the way she feels ever since being caught up in the middle of a horrifying gas station shootout. It's a lot of anxiety, the kind that makes your chest feel like it's full of hot air. You can't hear anything except literally your heartbeat, and my whole body just feels exactly how it felt when it was happening. Panic attacks are literally no joke. I obviously wouldn't want that to happen while operating a vehicle. I just feel like you should know why it's uncomfortable for me and not like I'm uninterested or don't want to, Macy Bookout McKinney said to her son Bentley while on Teen Mom. Remarkably, Bentley acknowledges he is aware of the incident, he actually had seen videos of it, and genuinely sympathizes with his mother about how scary the experience must have been, and hopes that she can feel free of her panic attacks soon. Macy's son Bentley's reaction to the sit-down with his mom was, in my opinion, wildly mature and honestly just so sweet and understanding. Mackenzie and Josh continue to get advice from parenting coordinator Jenny, and while things start off a bit rocky, learn to find that if they structure their words and actions differently, their children's behavior could quite possibly change for the better as well. Caitlin Lowell and husband Tyler start the process of weaning their daughter Veda off of her pacifier before their new and last newborn baby arrives home, but they can't help cringing while their daughter screams and cries when putting her to sleep each night. I want to soak in the last of the last because it's the last baby, Caitlin said to her husband Tyler while they were listening to their daughter Veda cry. With Tyler's assistance, they held strong, stood firm, and eventually Veda fell asleep without the pacifier. Meanwhile, Amber Portwood spent this week's episode of Teen Mom OG worrying that her obsession with succeeding in school will compromise her mental health. People like me, bipolar, we have this perfectionist thing, and if we mess up, we feel really bad, Amber Portwood said on MTV's Teen Mom OG. Moving on to some Teen Mom young and pregnant news. Things go horrifically sideways during their shared weekend getaway when Kiaya's planned, relaxing, fun weekend resulted in a heated argument with her ex, Tayaza. While away with a group of shared friends at the beach, Kiaya faced many questions about her relationship status with Tayaza and responded cautiously, but also sounding hopeful. We're not together. We act like we're together, but we're not together. I do think that eventually we'll get back together, but just not right now. If anything, she's more like my best friend now, Kiaya Elliott said on Teen Mom Young and Pregnant. That was until an attempt by Kiaya to talk with Tayaza about the relationship status resulted in a blowout fight on the beach, during which MTV security actually had to intervene. Not the best way to spend a weekend getaway. Teen Mom Young and Pregnant star Rachel moved in with her friend but still finds herself relying on her mom, which is exactly what her mom feared and forecasted, and why she didn't fully support Rachel's decision to move out in the first place. Now, before we can end this week's episode of In Touch with Teen Mom, I can't stop but acknowledge one of the most beautiful surprises on this week's episode of Teen Mom OG. Cheyenne Floyd's boyfriend, Zach Davis, surprised her with an elaborate proposal while at their baby sprinkle, even giving Cheyenne's daughter Ryder a miniature replica of the giant diamond ring he put on her mom Cheyenne's finger. Cheyenne had the best reaction ever as she was led blindfolded into a room where she thought they were still being surprised in regard to their baby to come. Cheyenne took her blindfold off and said, "I thought it was a crib," and burst into happy tears. After such a slam dunk proposal by Cheyenne's now fiancé Zach Davis, I can hardly wait to see the wedding extravaganza. That's it for this week's In Touch with Teen Mom. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest on your favorite Teen Mom stars. See you next week.